Show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Have to show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlook. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, man, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this episode of PPR Final. The Pelicans, man, Pelicans fall down, man. They fall down in a major way to the Suns tonight, 124-111. Not a good performance by our Pelicans tonight, family, obviously. We take a dip and slide down in the standings. Currently, the Pelicans on a 2-game losing streak. We knew coming into this leg of the homestand, we still got Orlando and San Antonio remaining. But boy, oh boy, what a tough matchup tonight. And Devin Booker, Mr. Booker, did it to the Pelicans again tonight. He lit the Pelicans up tonight. We'll talk about that on this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. Shout out to you guys. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. Listen, I was bouncing back between some of this game early on. I was watching LSU. Unfortunately, our Lady Tigers, they lost tonight to Caitlin in Iowa. Man, what can I tell you, man? That lady is awesome. She was shooting that rock, man, from long range. It was like Steph Curry was out there. And our defense wasn't top notch, man, but a double loss for us tonight. I hate double loss days, you know. We lost tonight. LSU, our Lady Tigers, they were eliminated from the tournament. Shout out to them. They still were able to make it to the Elite Eight. So all good. And of course, we look at our Pels tonight falling down as well. So shout out to all y'all, man, for being in the stream. This was a tough one, man, and the Pelicans go down, man. We got Willie Green. He'll give us his post-game analysis among other players, man. But first, let's kind of delve into some of these team statistics right away, fam. Wasn't a good game, man. Wasn't a good game at all for the Pelicans, man. All right, looking at some of the field goal percentage from the Pels tonight, family. 42 of 89 for 47.2%. They were 11 of 27 for downtown for just under 41%. A miserable 16 of 24 from the foul line for just under 67%. The Suns, 43 of 87 for almost 50%. 18 of 47 from downtown for 38.3%. They went to the foul line 25 times, converted 20 of those for a percentage of 80%. They out-rebounded the Pelicans majorly in this game. Almost 50 rebounds by the Suns tonight versus 37 by Pelicans. The assists were even. Steals were their way, 10-7, blocks 6-1 Suns. The turnovers, once again, the Pelicans did keep the turnovers down, but they couldn't capitalize when they needed on other things. This was one of those games we really missed BI. We could have really used BI scoring and as another option for the Pelicans in this game. They had a lot of their big guys in there, their top guys in their plan. And man, it's just, for them to just kind of do the Pelicans like this at home. Now the Pelicans have to travel in 3 games from now and go up to Phoenix and take on the Suns, man. And we got to put some wins together, man. And we're going to fall down into this playing tournament. And that's an area that a lot of the Pale faithful don't want to be in, man. Getting into that playing situation. We want to stay 6 and above, man. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep on fighting. Anyway, Pelicans single digits in the turnovers. One of the lone bright spots tonight in the matchup. 9 turnovers for them. The fast break points, not much shaking, not much fast breaking going on. 11-10. And then you look at the points in the paint. Pelicans dominated that 60-42. And the Suns led by as much as 27 points in this game against the Pels. The Pels did have an opportunity. They did try to get close in the second half. They made a little mini run. Then the Suns just pushed it out even further and said, what y'all think y'all doing, man? We ain't done with y'all. So it was really, really crazy how this game ended up, man. The Pelicans go down. And we'll take a look at some of these statistics by the Pelicans. Individual wise, Zion finished with 30 points in 37 minutes, 10 of 20 from the field for Zion, 10 of 13 from the foul line. He finished with 30 points, 5 assists, and 2 boards for him in the matchup. 21 from Trey Murphy in 32 minutes. A much better performance by Trey in this matchup in terms of his scoring production. He was 3 of 4 from the foul line, 4 of 10 from downtown, 7 of 14 from the field in 32 minutes, 21 points from him, but he was minus 18 on plus minus, but had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 15 from CJ McCollum in 40 minutes. He cooled off big time, 6 of 17, 2 of 6 from downtown. Could have used a 20-point plus game for him tonight, but it wasn't in the cards. 15 points, 9 assists, 5 boards, and a block for CJ McCollum. Valanciunas in 24 minutes of action finished with 11.7 boards and an assist. Herb in 33 minutes, 9 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, and 1 rebound for Herb doing his thing. Off the bench, Larry Nance played a lot better in terms of his production. He had 9 points in 19 minutes with 7 assists and 7 boards and 1 assist. We've seen a much better performance by Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels was the subject of a lot of criticism from the previous game, and of course that was warranted. His production, he was very shaky. This was a lot better performance by Dyson Daniels. So anyway, let's bounce on over to Willie Green.
All right.
Next question.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring it up. It was the first person here.
Yeah.
Look, was that just a great player making great plays? Were there things you could have done better defensively? What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to take credit from these guys when they go out and have a performance like he did. He hit some shots that we gave him, and he also hit some tough shots. We have to do better. I mean, there's no excuse to get 50 put on us twice. And so our mentality coming out, especially in the first quarter, because both games, it's been the first half where he's really done some damage against us. And, quite frankly, we were soft guarding him. We just had a soft mentality when it came to being physical on him. And he's a great player. You can't allow him to be comfortable, and that's what we did tonight.
Yeah, and we're coming right down to it, the end of the regular season. Or anything you can put your finger on why you guys came out a little bit flat?
I can't put my finger on exactly what it was, but we'll definitely look at the film, and try to make some corrections on that.
It seemed like a lot of that comeback happened when you guys won ball. Just what do you think of those minutes, kind of with Z and then some fours and guards around him?
I thought it looked better. There was more space. It made Nurkic have to guard Zion a bit more, and he had to honor our wings and guards that was spaced out. We have to do a better job of finishing defensive possessions. So when we are small or big, it doesn't matter. They out-rebounded us, and that's just unacceptable. So we have to have a tougher mentality. Our guys know it. So tough loss, the positives, I love our resiliency. From second quarter on, it was a better game for us, but they really came out right away in that first quarter, and it was a gut punch.
Yeah, we saw it in this game and a lot against Boston where they would just leaving their big under the basket and kind of, ignoring the center and just having two guys on Z. I guess when you see that coverage, what do you want to see from your guys to kind of respond to that?
Well, first, keep the floor space, and Zion's got to continue to navigate those concepts. And it's okay to hit our fives spaced out because our fives can make plays to our wings guards, and it's hard for the big to get back to them. But another adjustment for us is just going small and making them have to guard us.
How much do you think those offensive rebounds at the start of the fourth really hurt you when you guys were starting?
For sure, they hurt us. We have to be better. Their bigs do a great job. They seal you down there, and collectively, when we go small, we have to be tougher. We have to be more physical. We have to gain rebound, and tonight they were the better team. Give them their credit. We'll continue to adjust, get better, and go from there.
And we talked a lot coming into this homestand about, the opportunity of playing against some of the elite teams in the league, starting off, 1-3. I guess what have you seen so far in these games, and what's kind of the message to this team? We're still a couple games left in this homestand.
First and foremost, I love that group in our locker room. They bring it every night. Even when they get down, they don't quit. They stay together. They don't complain. They go out and fight. So the resiliency is at a high level. But our margin for error is small without Brandon and without Jose. We're missing 20-plus points, our leader in the assists. So we have to start the game better. And we've done that the last few games, but we didn't tonight. So we got to put together more of a 48-minute game. And right now, it's around 32 to 35. We got to get in the 40s. That'll give us a better opportunity to win.
Dyson plus 10 tonight, fill up the box score. Just what do you make the job he's done since he's come back from injury, in particular tonight?
He was really good. He was physical defensively. You can see he something clicked, and he was active, getting steals, getting deflections, and he'll continue to grow and get better. But we all like what he did on the floor tonight.
And another kind of abnormal night where you guys only got about 27 threes up. Is there something like Phoenix was taking away the paint? How are they able to also close out the shooters and run you guys off the line? Normally, to take one type of situation. What could you guys have done to perhaps maybe generate some more of those ones?
More of what we did in the second, third, and fourth quarter. We attacked the paint, and we got layups or we got kickouts. And our first quarter, we just didn't do enough of that. And we have to get more threes, and we can generate them with rim pressure, with driving the ball, with sharing the ball. We did that for the most part, but we have to double down in that area.
How would you measure the team's sense of urgency going up against a team where you guys are close in the rankings and standings and trying to back into the play-in tournament?
I thought it was good for three quarters, but the first quarter, they come in and they're up 18 points. Now you're trying to play perfect basketball to get into the game. So tonight we needed a better start. They came out, made shots. What I loved is that we didn't allow that to stop us and put our heads down. We kept fighting, got back into it. We have to have better starts.
To one of the earlier questions, when Zion's seeing two and they're putting help side off Larry, I think tonight, you guys did a really good job of Larry running the DHO with Trey, and he got a shot in the corner. Now you might have missed it, but is that something you guys kind of talked about, or just something two players are doing?
No, it's definitely something we talked about is spacing Nurkic. We know he's going to sit in the lane, put Zion at the elbow, and just hit Larry. And now you got CJ, you got Trey, you got Herb coming off. And now the dominoes fall. And once you do that, you can loosen him up a bit. He's got to make sure he guard those plays. But they did a great job of just keeping him at the rim and really just shadowing Zion wherever he went. He figured it out throughout the course of the game, but we may have to get more to a smaller unit to make him guard us. All right. Thank you.
All right, Willie Green, man. Oh, my goodness. Fam, do y'all realize, and I know some of our historians in the building and our statisticians for the flock understand that this damn man, Booker, has lit the Pelicans up for 104 points in the last two games. Booker. He had 52 in the first game of the year. I was luring. I was like, hold on. Booker scored 52 in the first matchup against the Pelicans, and he scored 52 tonight. 104 points Devin Booker has put up on the Pelicans in the last two matchups. That is absolutely crazy. It don't matter if we're there or here. Booker loves playing the Pelicans. He lights their asses up, man. He lights them up. And, you know, you heard Willie was saying, it's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, man. Yeah, you're right. Jay Black says defense is our energy, heart. If we can't stop a team defensively, the Pelicans lose all fight. Indeed, bro. Indeed. I agree with that. It's just sad, man. The effort, and you're right, the heart, none of that wasn't here. Though it set a bad tone. The first quarter of the game, these people almost scored 50 points on the Pelicans in the first quarter alone. That set the tone for the game. Precisely, they scored 46 points in the first quarter alone. 46. You know, they almost scored 20 points more than the Pelicans in the first. And then the rest of the game was an uphill battle. And they just kept the Pelicans at arm's length. You know, but Booker, man, what can I say about Booker, man? He just kills the Pelicans, man. 52 in the matchup in January, I think it was, and 52 tonight. Is he gonna go for 52 in and 3 games from now, family? Is he going for 52 in the next one? You know, I mean, that's phenomenal. Is he going for 52 in the next matchup when we play these guys, man? Amazing, man. And of course, like I said, he scored 52. Not only that, but he gave 9 assists as well, helping other people score. 52 points, 9 assists for Booker in 39 minutes. 19 of 28 from the field, 8 of 16 from downtown, and he was 6 of 7 from the foul line. Kevin Durant just cruised. He had a cruising game. He had 20 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. He was just there for backup watching Booker set the tone. But Kevin had 41 minutes, 20 points in that. Bradley Beal, 39 minutes, 13 points, 6 assists, and 9 boards for him. Nurkic finished with a double-double, 19 and 19, plus 19. What's going on with Nurkic with all these 19s? 19 points, 19 boards, plus 19 in the plus minus category. Just amazing, man. Just amazing. Booker does it to the Pelicans again. And once again, we talk about energy, intensity, rising up for the challenge, understanding where we are in this current juncture of the season. Man, these are playoff games. And I know we're down a BI and a Jose Alvarado. I understand that. But that is still in all. You still have to have that effort. You still got to come out and you got to play with intensity. You can't let a team bomb you out for 46 points in the first quarter and spend the rest of the game fighting uphill. Just amazingly terrible. Pelicans, man, slide down, fam. I'm not going to keep beating you across the head with the patheticness of how we play, man. But let me flash this in front of your eyes right quick. You see this is the current Western Conference schedule right now. Let me refresh this thing. But this is where your Pelicans are currently presiding at, family. The Pels are now in sixth, you know, they're in 6th place. They lost 2 in a row. The Suns are, you know, one full game back of catching the Pelicans. Now, the Pelicans do have a matchup against the Orlando Magic, which is a tough matchup against the Magic. And family, listen, I was thinking about, I was like, man, it seemed like we didn't beat the Magic in a long time. That was, I was like feeling, I was doing some research. Do you know, family, the last time we beat the Orlando Magic was December the 23rd of 21. We've lost 4 straight games to the Orlando Magic. 4 straight. Let me put some of the statistics, man. While he was talking, I did something while Willie was talking. I said, man, let me go ahead on and start looking at the Magic. Here it is right here. The source is Atlanta Basketball. Look at these. The Pelicans have lost 4 straight to the Magic. You know, 4 straight. The last time we beat these people, December the 23rd of 2021, we beat them 110 to 104. It's been a while. So like I say, even though they're a Western Conference team and we've had some issues with some of these Western Conference people, The Pelicans have to be able to step up. They've got to win this game against Orlando. They got to come out and they got to play with better intensity. And of course, they've lost 2 games straight. And you would expect after a loss, we said that on the previous game, that they usually respond with a better performance. That wasn't the case tonight. With 2 home games remaining, the Pelicans have to start putting some wins together, fam. They got to create a lunch pad for themselves over the next couple of games at home. Then they go on the road for a 4-game, really tough stand against some pretty good teams. Golden State, Phoenix again, and all this kind of stuff. So, we do have Portland in the mix, but the Pelicans, man, I don't know what to say about tonight's effort. 46 points in the first damn half is not how you supposed to come out and do something, in the matchup. So anyway, let's kind of move forward into the matchup against the Orlando Magic. I used to call them the Orlando Tragic, but they're not playing that way. Coach Mosley has these people believing, man. They're 44-31. This is a pretty damn good team. They're leading the Southwest by 2.5 games over the Miami Heat. Orlando is for real. So it's like we were looking at Orlando. I just showed you guys the history. The last 4 games that we lost to this team hadn't beat them since 21. So, I mean, they beat the hell out of the Pelicans in late March. I mean, what was it? The 21st. And now we got the final. We only play them twice a year. Now we have an opportunity, and we really need to get a W against this Orlando Magic team. No doubt about it, man. But this is a good team, man. This team, with Paulo and all these other guys, they are a phenomenal unit. Let me show you some of the statistics, family, of the Orlando Magic currently. Let's look what we got to deal with. If you see some of this stuff and their scoring and all this kind of stuff, it don't look really, they ain't got a ton of great statistics that you can see. But this team always seems to get the Pelicans a problem, man. They give them a problem. They're long, they're athletic, and they're a hustle team. They got all kind of stuff going for them, man. And they just give us all kind of holy hell every time we play them. And they have guys that give us problems. We got Suggs, Harris, Wagner, Paulo, Wendell Carter Jr., Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac comes off the bench. The Wagner boys are another thing. Mo Wagner's another dude that kind of do his thing. They got Joe Angles over there. So this team is really going to be difficult to deal with, man. And the Pelicans have to figure a way. They're going to have to stop the slide. 2-game losing streak currently and 4-game losing streak to the Magic. We need these wins. We need these wins. We need to stop the Magic. And like I said, we need better effort, defensively speaking. Now, they have been keeping the turnovers down tonight. We weren't all that great from the foul line and all this kind of old stuff. But in the end, we can't let what happened in the first quarter of this game tonight happen in these other matchups. We can't let people run us out of the building, shoot us out of the building. We have to be better defensively. We have to be more dialed in. That communication has to get more crisp. And we're going to have more of a solid team performance against the Orlando Magic if we're going to have a chance to kind of break this little losing streak that we're currently on, because we don't want to do this at home and then jump on the road. And I know the Pelicans do play better on the road, in my opinion. But, man, listen, we have to be able to win these tough games. These are playoff-style games, every one of these games going down the wire, and we need a better performance. We can't have performances like we had tonight in the previous game. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And like I said, man, it's the same old thing. How do we beat the Magic? Like I just said, effort, effort, effort. We have to be better, man. We have to have a better mentality. We have to dial in, and we got to play our brand of basketball. We have to bring it, and we're at home, man. We got to defend home court. We need victories over the next couple of games. We need victories against the Magic. We need a victory over the San Antonio Spurs. Shout out to my dog, Sean, man. Much love to you, brother. Hope everything going well with you and the fam, with everything with the family. My condolences once again to you, brother. And I appreciate you being in the stream. Much love to you and your fam. But listen, fam, all I can say, man, is that we need wins here and we need them now. Let me kind of bounce back to this, to the standings, man. Look at this. 45-30, the Pelicans, a full game ahead of the Suns. We will see the Suns in 3 games from now, and it's dwindling down and dwindling down. It's dwindling down our schedule. We getting closer to the end, and we can't do this other bull crap. We got to figure out a way, fam. I know BI is not there, but we can't have a performance like we had tonight, man. That doesn't make any sense. He go to remain the schedule for those who want to know. Orlando on Wednesday, Friday is San Antonio, and then Sunday at 5 p.m. we're back at it with Phoenix in their building. And that's the first of 4 games on the road. The next matchup will be after that Sunday matchup 2 days later against Portland in Portland. And then, of course, we have 2 games, back-to-back games, okay? 2 back-to-back games, the Thursday, April the 11th matchup against the Sacramento Kings and the Friday matchup against the Golden State Warriors. So a back-to-back matchup, April the 11th and 12th against the Kings and the Warriors. Wouldn't be as bad if you had a day in between or even 2 days between, but man, that back end of that schedule, Sacramento and then Golden State right behind each other. And then 2 days later, the season finale, the regular season finale against the LA Lakers. So a lot of these teams are jostling for position. They fighting for position to get into the top 6 teams. And Phoenix has an eye on the Pelicans. We know a lot can happen between the 3 games between when the next time the Pels play. But we got to turn it on now, fam. I know Boston was a difficult matchup, but in Phoenix off of that, man, we have to do better than this. We got to do better than this, man. We have to. This is not the type of performances we supposed to be having at this juncture of time during the back end of the season. This is not how it's supposed to go. So hopefully we rebound against Orlando. Y'all tell me in the chat, do you think the Pels get the W against Orlando? Y'all feel in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think that we get the dub against Orlando on Wednesday? What do you guys think? Like I said, I just showed you the history of Orlando because I was like, man, we haven't beat these people I haven't remember us beating them in a while, but look at this. This is the history of the Pelicans right now with Orlando. And that you can see, like I said, Orlando has beaten the Pelicans 4 straight times. And the last time the Pels beat them was December the 23rd of 2021. All right. Some of the family members say, all right, Jacob, shout out to you, bro. Says, now Orlando own us. All right. Slim taking the shot at old Doc Ock. 504 Doc, what's up, brother? Says, nope. All right. Jacob, thank you for that, bro. Nope. Just being honest. No, that's all we can ask for, brother. You just being honest. Slim says, nope, Orlando's actually playing good basketball. Yes, they really are, bro. Mosley, a lot, Jamal Mosley and Willie Green, I want to say they were hired at the same time. Those 3 guys, it was Jock Vaughn, Willie Green, and Jamal Mosley were all hired at the same time. And of course, Jock Vaughn got fired. And Willie Green is doing what he does, and Jamal Mosley took that team of youngsters and just really got them playing some really good basketball, man. So it's going to be tough. All right, Brian says Devin Booker put 50 on the Pelicans 3 times the first time he went. You think, and that's another thing, the matchup, 52 in both matchups this season alone, 104 points Devin Booker has put up on the Pelicans in the last 2 games. I think he's going to try to go for 52 again against the Pelicans in 3 games from now. We can't let that happen, man. He does that again, I think we in trouble. No doubt about it. Kelvin says, I don't know what the Pelicans going to do. They got to play better, bro. They've got to play better, man. They got to turn it up, man. Like I said, there's no team in the NBA that can mess with us when we playing our brand of ball. But when we let them people run up to score 46 points in the first quarter, you knew it was going to be a long game. We knew it. I knew it. All right, Pelicans Nola says Q. David Griffin said he was mad at the end of last season, so I guess he's going to be destroyed at the end of this season. And no, we're not beating the Orlando Magic. Damn, the flock has spoken, man. The flock has spoken. It's crazy, man. But listen, we got to do something, fam. They got to turn it up. They got to do better than this. They can't go against the Magic with some half crap. They can't do that. They got to step up in the Magic. Or yeah, they playing pretty good. They on a 2-game winning streak themselves. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it all turns out, man. But what can I tell you, man? This is some tough ass sledding for the Pelicans, man. Man, this is tough. This is tough. All right, Jay Black says if the Pels don't make an adjustment on offense, hell no. All right, thank you, Jay Black. He says 4 on 5 on offense. The centers are not crashing the board on offense. The centers need to become a threat on offense. Thank you, Jay Black. Appreciate you, my brother. All right, Brother Wallace says 50 wins. I believe we get 45 wins. Well, we got 45 wins right now, brother. So yeah, we're gonna get that. All right. Hey, Lex, how you doing? Welcome on in. My girl Lex then popped up. But listen, fam, this is not a good look for the Pels tonight, man. Man, the Boston matchup we talked about on the last stream, how they went into this one, man, with 46 points in the first quarter. It's just that's not how you respond in this time. It's very concerning. I don't want to point and say, well, see, we would have done better with Brandon Ingram. Sometimes you're not going to have all your players. We know for certain that whole spiel, how we've been dealing with injuries with this team for the last several years. So we know that regardless or not, they got to bring it regardless of who there. So very tough. All right, Lex, can you hear me? Are you all right? How you doing tonight? Salute to you, Wyo. Appreciate you.
Is that a trick question? How am I doing on tonight? How y'all doing on tonight?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's a double loss situation. The Pelicans stunk tonight, and my LSU Lady Tigers lost tonight too.
Yeah.
Cape-
And I saw that too. I was actually switching back and forth between the two games. I was running from room to room, trying to watch the games and stuff.
Caitlin Curry lit them up. So I mean, she's just she's phenomenal. But Lex, go ahead. You got the floor for your analysis for tonight. What do you think?
I mean, I know you addressed a lot of things, but in this game, this was a deja vu of the first game that we played against Phoenix. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
And for anybody who said, we needed BI, guess what? BI was playing against that first game, and it was the same thing. Bradley Beal was guarding Zion freaking Williamson. I don't care whatever game plan you had for the start of that game. I'm going to need you to have Zion on the block with Bradley Beal on him, and somebody you can't draw up a play where he can go one-on-one. That is barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. And maybe some steak with some mashed potatoes, green beans, collard greens. Take your pick with some cornbread. I mean, that should have been attacked immediately. That was a huge mismatch. A huge mismatch. But I'm probably going to be everywhere. But the game was lost from the get-go. The first game, Booker had 25 points. And for the first quarter. In this first quarter, he had 24.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
It's why didn't you call a timeout? You're just gonna let them heat up. Again, and I've been saying this since before this game. I have zero faith in Willie Green's coaching. And I've said this. Y'all know how I feel. I've been recognizing Willie Green on wins where they've been blowouts and things like that. But I mean, if Willie Green is put in a position where he has to coach, 9 times out of 10, this team is going to lose. And probably 10 out of 10, this team is going to lose. Because the thing is, this team is a huge front-running team, if you all haven't not noticed. They only win one way, and it still exists, and we talked about this. The Pels can only win if they're blowing out a team. They cannot come from behind to win a game. They cannot win close games. The only close games that they've had, it's a landslide. When you look at the wins and the losses, it's a huge landslide. Huge land. It's night and day. They're only winning one way. That's why when I saw that they got behind early, and this is just in the first quarter, the Suns had 46 points in the first quarter. A 40-point quarter. What happened? What happened with the Nuggets? It was a 40-point quarter. Again, with the Suns, it was a 40-point quarter. I think with another team, it was a 40. Anytime there's a 40, just one, it just has to be one quarter where it's 40 points or above. All those games, the Pels have lost. So once I saw that, I was like, great. I already know what the outcome is going to be because they had a 40-point quarter. They had 74 in the first half. I mean, it's a lot of the bad habits that this team has had all season. All that stuff is coming back to haunt them. Those things have not been addressed. And the bad habits it's like they're there like it never left. Never left. And, because we have not addressed these details, they're still in our face. They started the game off horribly. Really, I wish Willie would have called a timeout. I probably would have used like 5 timeouts in that first quarter to stop the bleeding. It's like you have to feel that, hey, this is getting out of hand. Like especially if what is his name? Booker. He got 15 points already. Stop the game. Man, take timeouts, back-to-back timeouts. Something. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't just let it be a deja vu. And then again, it's like, what did y'all do in practice? How did you all prepare for this game? Hey, you guys, you know what? We're going to do like what we did last time against this team. Now, I think somebody said that, Willie's usually good at making changes from game to game, right? Is that correct?
Well, in 10 game increments. That what they talk about, making changes every 10 games. That's the 10 game increment thing. Looking at and adjusting everything based on 10 game increments.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. I couldn't even hear you. Okay, say that again.
I said it's the talking point about Willie Green making adjustments every 10 games.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I mean, he does do that, but Willie Green is not creative enough. He's not a good coach.
Not at all, Lex. Not a good coach at all. I mean,
No, he's really not. He's really not. Like, I mean, and I know I've been hard on him, and I said that I'm trying to focus on the players, but you can clearly see he doesn't have it. Like, this team is not going to get far, man. And I'm not trying to be depressing or negative or anything like that, but you played Booker the same way, Willie. You're not going to try to double him. You're going to wait. You're going to wait until the fourth quarter in the last 6 minutes to double him, to get the ball out of his hands. You're going to wait that long? Like, you're going to wait the last 3 minutes to full court press? And then, I'm so upset because I think the game plan was for Zion to get guys involved. Like, I need the game plan to be like, look, we're going to get Zion acclimated first. Instead of Zion being distributed and getting everyone else involved, he needed to get started. You have a huge mismatch. you have a huge mismatch. The game plan needed to change. Like something needed to change. And I can't believe like I can't believe like that was not exploited. Bradley Beal is not a defensive juggernaut. You're telling me, so y'all can understand. Zion went toe-to-toe with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He went toe-to-toe with Giannis. Bradley Beal is no Giannis. Nowhere near him. Nowhere near his level. Has no height advantage, has no speed advantage, has no power advantage, has no advantage. And I can't believe not one time they did not sit that dude on the block and just sick him like a pit bull. Like stuff like that, you're making the game hard. The whole time they made it easy for the Suns to guard the Pels. Offensively, they made it so easy. Nurkic was chilling like a sitting duck in a pond in the paint. They did the same thing like Giannis and Brook Lopez did. Nurkic was playing as Brook Lopez. And they made Nurkic look like a superstar, man. I'm like, dude, this can't happen. Nurkic is he's no Joker. He ain't even a Shangoon. Like Nurkic, he's not a player like that. I just can't believe, like, you know, there were no changes on tonight. And I know you all talked about this stuff already. It was just kind of bothersome. You know, they were step behind. The Suns wanted this game more. They wanted this game more. And what do I talk about all the time, y'all? What do I talk about? Yeah. I can see that, Jay Black. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. But I say all the time, what do you need to win the game? What's the first thing? Thank you, Slim. Thank you. Energy. That's the first thing. Did they match the energy of the Suns? No.
Hell.
Did they exceed it?
No.
Not even close. Not even close. Like these teams, because and really this is something that, again, the Pels have, you know, because energy has been something that they've struggled with as well. Like there is something about wanting it more and going out there and showing it in your play. You have to want it more than these teams. Let me tell you something. Like, you know, people talk about like these veteran teams that have, you know, the LeBron Jameses, the Steph Currys, the KDs. Let me tell you something, man. They still playing like they want it. They on their way out the league and they are balling. And they're balling hard. Sometimes, you know, I look at them and you know what? Their team may not look good, but that's one thing. Man, they balling their butts off, man. They playing their butts off. If you watch Steph, if you watch LeBron, hey, that's one thing I can respect about those guys, man. They trying to go all out. And the thing is, this team needs a whole lot of that. How bad do you want it? Like it's like the homeless man, like sitting on the corner, man, wanting something to eat, man. It's like, how bad do you want this? And I don't see that hunger like it needs to be. I don't see that hunger, man. I mean, it's like you're facing really good teams. Y'all showed the hunger against below 500 teams that, you know, they ain't gonna do nothing with the win. But And I said the thing, let me tell you something. I know the schedule's hard, but the Pelicans needed this. You know why? Because we need to see what they made of. We need to see who this team is. And I don't care about who's not playing. Like, dog, it's not about to get easier in the playoffs, y'all. It's not about to get easier. We have to learn how to win these type of games because these guys are going to bring it. And one thing that gives the edge to other teams is the fact that they're playing like they want it more. And right now, that's what's killing us. Yeah, the coaching is killing us, but the other thing that's killing us is that we got to want it. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to win? And I'm just not seeing it. The steps were slow tonight. I mean, they played a really good game against the Bucks. And I know the Bucks have been struggling, but guess what, y'all? The Phoenix Suns have been struggling too. They've been struggling too. How you funny, Jay Black? April Fools. Hey, nah, this ain't April Fools. This is April Real. You know what I'm saying? It's April Real, man. But yeah, like you were saying when I came in, Big Q, they got to play better.
Mm-hmm.
They got to look themselves in the mirror. Like, look. So I mean, because we still got a chance, but right now, everybody that's below the Pelicans, they balling right now. Yeah, they balling.
Yeah, everybody winning. Lex, we see the Warriors doing their thing, and the Rockets. Guess what? The Rockets won 10 in a row, something like that. They lost, and they're 9-1 over the last 10, but they've been playing pretty well. The Warriors are now sitting at 10. They've won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
They created some separation between them and the Rockets. They got 2 games ahead.
Mavs are they broke the winning streak of the Rockets.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're seeing like the play is picking up for the other teams. And it's like our play isn't picking up. It's like really we're going the opposite direction. And you funny, Big Sean. Like the thing is that we knew a lot of things. We knew a lot of things that this team was doing. Hey, you know me, Big Sean, by now. I like to tell the truth. I'm not trying to deceive myself. I'm not trying to lie about this team. Hey, this team does have bad habits. They got bad habits. And I'm not overthinking nothing. The thing is, if they come out the right way and they play their game, this team could be a good team. But there's no secret about how I felt about with Willie Green. Even in wins, I see the flaws. I watched this game. I watched this game a lot, probably too much. But I see what's going on, and you can't color code this stuff. So ain't nobody. We ain't trying to lie to ourselves. We like to tell the truth because the thing is, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to keep yourself honest so that you can get better. You know what I'm saying? That's growth, and that's what we want. That's why we up in here talking about it. But this team's gonna have to play better, and they need to reevaluate what is the goal. What's the goal? What's the goal here? And I really would like to know the goal. So my the expectations that I have for this team can be right there in sync. Because I don't want to have I don't want my expectations to be at a level, but the team's expectations is not there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be deceived. I really don't. But if their goal is to be a shoo-in in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? I mean, time is just ticking because it's not just us embracing our own destiny and controlling our own destiny, but these other teams, man, they're out there battling. They're out there battling. And we got to have more fight than this. Like today, we did not choose violence. Today, we did not stand on business. And if y'all go back and read my check out my flash reports, those are the things that I've been saying, because that's the type of, playoffs is a different breed. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. It's a different breed. It's not regular season. It's a different brand of basketball. And the thing is, if you don't have that experience, you got to get it quick, fast, and in a hurry. You gotta pick up on things a whole lot faster, and you got to prepare. And this is the best preparation for the Pels. But if they're not giving themselves a chance, it's hard. It's hard to stand up. Next, you got Orlando.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. The last couple of games, the Boston matchup, Pelicans should have won that game. They could have won that game. This game tonight, they were in the chase position after allowing 46 points to be scored in the first. Booker put 52 up on the Pelicans. The other matchup, and tonight, 104 points, I told the family members, over the last two games, and I showed the statistics about the Suns. I just put that up too, about the Suns of a 3-game winning streak on the Pelicans. Last time we beat them was December the 11th of 2022, 129-124 and OT. So the last 3 games, the Suns have owned the Pelicans. Yeah. And we have to, and that's the same as we talking about the Orlando Magic, also have owned the Pelicans. Quite recently, I just displayed those numbers for the family too. But that has to change. I mean, look, this is the remaining games that's left, family. That's on the screen. We covered some of this earlier. Orlando and San Antonio at home, the 3rd and 5th of April. And then from the 7th of April to the 12th of April, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, and Golden State are back-to-back. So, and then closing out at home in the regular season finale with the Lakers. So at some point, all this has to change. The Pelicans have to snap this 2-game losing streak, because it's playoff time. We in the playoffs. This is not a good way to be no playoff time.
One or 2 games can change the whole complexity of
and
the
it
series.
has.
And that's what I said. That's why we needed to stay on. And it's like, I know y'all looking at this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing? And really, it's time to lock in. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I do want to give a shout out to Don, because he did say this about the Suns. When on Friday, or no, on Saturday, we did open the lines up. Yeah. No, that's one thing he said, about the Suns. He feels like he felt like, the Suns had a number. You know what? With that same stupid, I ain't trying to, question somebody's intelligence, things like that, but that same stupid game plan the Pels came out with, you know what I'm saying? It was deja vu. It was literally, this was a spitting image of the first game against Phoenix this season. I ain't talking about no other season. For this season, it was the same exact game plan, same exact result. You cannot come out doing the same thing and expecting for a different result. No, you have to make a change. And Willie, just that dude had that same dumbfounded look. Like, dog, do you not see what's going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like he was already embraced and already he was at peace with himself and letting this game go on like it was. You should have called multiple timeouts to give yourself a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many of y'all, like, have y'all ever experienced when you almost, you trip over a shoe or something, or over a step, or you miss a step or something, and you go to fall? Do y'all just let yourselves fall, or do you try to catch yourself? This is to everybody in the chat. Big Q, do you let yourself fall?
No, not if I can help it. I'm a
you trying to catch yourself, don't you?
I'm trying to do something.
Look, and look, I mean, look, you try to catch yourself. I mean, you may stumble, you know what I'm saying? You may be still leaning and tripping over, but you still try to catch yourself. And even if you get down to the ground, you try to catch yourself with your what? With your arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just saying this because this is true. Nobody does that. Nobody who cares about their locomotive skills and cares about, hey man, I ain't trying to fall. I don't want to fall. I don't care who's around. You are going to try to catch yourself to keep from falling. That's what you're going to do. In that first quarter, the team is falling behind.
Jeez.
You're falling behind, Willie. So you just gonna let yourself keep falling, hit your face on the concrete, hit your face in the grass, fall flat on your face. I mean, it don't make sense, man. It don't make sense from that point. Look, if it don't make sense, if you trip over your feet or trip over a step and you catch yourself out, it don't make no sense to not catch yourself. Same thing with the game. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in their right mind, and according to nature, you're not going to let yourself do that. It's part of our nature that if we're falling, we're going to catch ourselves. That's a natural instinct. Ooh, that's a strong word. Natural instincts. We don't got them, bitch. We don't got them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Where are our instincts?
Man.
Where are your instincts, Willie?
Right now, too. We have how many games remaining here, Lex?
Huh?
How many games? Let me see. How many? 7 games left.
Oh.
Yeah, you got
goodness
7
gracious.
games remaining for the Pelicans, man. 7 games remaining, and I know,
and we reverting back to bad habits, man.
yeah.
I mean, second game in a row. It's like, you're making it easy for teams to defend you. You're not exploiting mismatches. You ain't calling timeouts if the game is getting out of hand. I saw so many overloads on tonight, Big Q.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why is everybody on one side of the court? Spots the freaking floor. Oh my gosh. What are y'all doing?
And poor
What
Willie.
are y'all doing?
Poor Willie stand up there.
Good basketball. Look, I coach second and third graders. I'm yelling on the sideline, spots the floor.
It's scared. It's poor kids' eyes bucking.
Hey, and they listen to me though. They listen to me. I'm like, move the ball. Move the ball. And you know what? They be getting shots, man, but the floor is spread. You can't do nothing if everybody's jumbled up. You have basically supported the boxes and elbows. You supporting the tracker. And the thing is, the gravity of Zion becomes obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes obsolete. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Spacing is what they teach in middle school. Maybe 5th grade. I don't know, man. Y'all get what I'm saying? What are y'all doing on the overload? Everybody's on the same side. Everybody ball watching. I'm like, dog, Zion in the post, that whole left side is open. Trey, you wanna move over to the left side so you can get in that shooter spot? And when Zion kicks it out to you, shoot that 3, and it's gonna be wide open. It's like, what are y'all looking at? But they really did look like, the second and third graders that I'd be coaching. Man, they look dead black. I was like, wow, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Y'all are all jumbled up on one side. It's easy to defend, like, because you bring your defender. That's so easy to defend. So easy to defend. Now, one thing I will say, the refs could have did a better job of calling the 3-second violation. I'm like, these are not FIBA rules, people. These are not FIBA rules. Get out of that lane. You can't sit there like a sitting duck. They didn't call that enough, but a lot of teams do it because all they doing is just waiting for Zion. And I'm like, that's illegal. That's against the rules. Are these NBA rules or FIBA rules?
I think it might be turning into FIBA rules, because that's definitely for us, because we don't get those calls, man. A lot of these, it's a terrible amount of missed calls that we see going on with the Pelicans. Like that time at the back end of the game when they had that stupid call that was supposed to go our way. So I mean, it's a lot of shameful stuff, but in the end, we know that it's an uphill battle, us fighting the referees as well as the opposing teams. We have to get this stuff together, man. We have to do a better job of competing here. This doesn't make any sense. What's going on with the Pelicans right now? We're facing down 7. What would I say? 7 games remaining in the season. Facing down 7. We've been here. We've talked about this ad nauseum, and it's time for the Pelicans to step up, man, and handle their goddamn business, man. We need. If you want to stay relevant and stay in the playoff situation and not stay clear of the play, and they're on the line with the Suns directly 1 game behind them. So they can't count on the Suns stumbling and falling and all this kind of stuff. The Pelicans,
nobody. Everybody's playing at a high level right now. Everybody's playing like there's a difference in how all these teams are playing. The Mavericks, I know some people were making fun of the Mavericks. I was actually trying to give them their props, but you know what? They've upped their level of play. And you know what? Really, it's been behind one person. And I'm not talking about Luka. Kyrie freaking Irving.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, his fourth quarter magic, okay, has been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's been on another level lately, man.
Yes. I don't know if it's because he's been fasting, because and you know what? The team has been getting behind him.
Yep.
During Ramadan and all that stuff. They've been getting behind him. They've been supporting him. And you know what? I know they like, yes, bless them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like it's been working. They've been getting behind that, man. And you know what? You can't do nothing but respect it. Can't do nothing but respect it because it's been helping them. It's been helping them. I mean, but they've been doing very well. They've really found themselves. They went through a stint, but they've picked it up. But it's not just them. I'm trying to think of the other teams. The Warriors, they've been trying to pick it up. Even with Draymond doing his stupid stunts. You know what? They are still fighting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to respect that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because everybody sees that it's around that time. And it's like, I wish something would really click. Like, because, and I will say this. I need more from Zion. Zion is not doing enough. He's not doing enough. And it's not so much the shot. It's like, if you saw the end of the game, did you see how he was attacking and he was going to the line?
Right.
Zion, dog, I needed you to do that at the beginning of the game. Like, you needed to make that, like, if this thing's got to be the players. If there's any chance, it's got to be the players. Willie Green ain't going to do it. He's not going to do it. But, I mean, Zion's got to, like, because he started showing the attack. Just think if he would have been doing that early. Guess what? Bradley Beal would have been in foul trouble. Who's the next guy they have coming in? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they would have, if he would have been attacking Bradley Beal, just imagine this. If he would have been attacking Bradley Beal, who is the next person who's going to be guarding Zion. Let me tell you something. It wasn't going to get no better. Whoever was coming after Bradley, it wasn't going to get no better. But that's what he should have been doing, the start of the game. That's how you change momentum. Man, you attack, man. Zion attack and just hit people. Bump them in the shoulder or something. You know what I'm saying? They gonna call the foul. Just go up in there. You don't even have to look for the shot. Man, just wave your hands up because we saw it, right? In that fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it when he was going in there and just, KD had fouled him, Booker had fouled him. They were there. But he wasn't attacking. We didn't have no chance, man. That's the only chance that we really had. Guess what? When you want to change the momentum, you attack the basket and you stop the clock. That's what they were doing in that fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they got a little closer, but Suns were still able to.
It was too late.
Yeah.
It was too late. It's like, no, now you all, it took you 3.5 quarters. It took you 3.5 quarters to realize, hey, let's attack.
Mm-hmm.
It took you that long to realize that. And again, I don't know what the game plan was. Maybe Zion was trying to follow the game plan, but you know what? Whatever it was, I want the game plans to be right. I want the coaching to be right. But I have zero faith in the coaching. I really do. Even when we win, it's like, look how we're winning. This team is only winning one way. If this team is not a front runner, this team is losing. They're losing in blowouts and they're losing in close games. The only way that we've proven how we can win is if it's a blowout win. We're only winning one way. And that's been consistent. I know we're second behind the Boston Celtics as far as blowout wins, but there's a huge difference. Boston has also shown that they can win close games. They've shown that they can come from behind and win games. We have not shown those things at all this season.
You make an interesting point on that, Lex, about the close wins. I mean, you talk about the last close win. I think it was the San Antonio game. It was the last one where we beat them by 1 point. But yeah, you spitting truth, man. Shout out to 504 Doc. He says, Q and Lexxah, I know we're speaking from a fan's perspective, but this game is rigged. It's rigged, baby. Trust me when I say he said, Big Q and Lex, I know we speaking from a fan perspective, but I think the game is rigged, baby. Trust me when I say there's a
I mean, if I felt like the OKC, I felt like that OKC game was suspect. But I mean, the thing is, you have to, man, y'all gotta bring it, man. Y'all got the energy. The energy has to be on cloud 9. And the thing is, if this team does not play as far as energy wise at a high level, it's hard to make that case. It's it's hard to make that case. It's like, dog, y'all didn't even show up.
Yeah, this unforgivable.
Yeah, the Suns were playing harder than y'all, man.
Yeah, they started
harder than y'all. And it's like, I can't really say the rigged stuff. I don't even want to get into that because it's like they were playing. You can't come inside my body and control my energy.
Yeah.
That's something from within. That's like an ego type thing, man. Like, look, the refs, you can tell the refs, okay, don't make this call, don't do this, but they cannot control your energy.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that ain't rigged. That I say it all the time. You cannot measure heart, you cannot measure will, you cannot measure energy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't measure those things. Guess what? You can't rig them either. They didn't come out with the right energy, and we got to own that. We got to own that. I'm looking at the game. The Suns wanted it more, and they played like it. They played like it, man. I mean, I can't say that rig stuff, man. I can't talk about the refs. I'm not doing that. No, I'm looking at it. I'm like, dog, like how old is KD? Why is he getting after that ball quicker than you? Like, how old are you, dog? Come on, man. You know that comes from within. Y'all got to check out the lyrics to The Edge, man. Because I talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff from within. There's things that you can control. And that's one thing. You can control how much energy and how much life that you give to a game. It's all about how bad you want it, though. At some point in time, there you go, effort. Yeah, effort too. That's another word I forgot. Thank you, Jay Black. Appreciate it. Effort. You know what I'm saying? Those things, that don't come from nobody else but the individual. And the thing is, it's like, it shouldn't be just Jose. I don't want to hear that either. Oh, Jose, he's our energy guy. Come on, man. Jose can't provide everybody with that. Man, y'all got to give something. Y'all gotta play with some conviction. You got to play with something. Let me tell you something. If y'all don't know by now, man, I love this game. I love this game. Shoot, I enjoy going to my job. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't feel like work to me. It doesn't feel like work. It's something that I'm passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shoot, we about to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Look, and I'm not even playing out there. I'm just coaching and officiating. But it's like it has to be like that, man. It's got you gotta have that stuff, man. It's like, shoot, like sometimes, look, I'm watching all these basketball games. Look, I'm like, shoot, I'm ready to suit up. I need to get my conditioning up, but you know what I'm saying? Come on, people. Play the game. Get excited. Something.
Yes, indeed. All right, Lexxah. Yeah, y'all hit. Like, y'all hit. All right, listen, fam. Listen. Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the live, man. Kind of a tough day for us, man. Like I said, LSU lost, and we know. If 504 Doc says, "Yeah, Q, come on, you thought they were gonna let that happen?" Yeah, I knew Caitlin was gonna get some revenge, man. We just didn't play well enough defensively. But the Pelicans tonight didn't do much of anything. They started the game bad and was in a trail position, and they just got spanked tonight. So they have to rebound against Orlando, a team that has handled us several games in a row. They are a bad matchup for the Pelicans, and if the Pelicans put themselves in a very dire situation with 7 games remaining, they have to be able to figure out wins against Orlando. Tough team, but man, what else is new? We've been battling tough teams for the last several games. I mean, Milwaukee, Boston, we've had some very difficult teams, man. And I dare say some of these other teams might be more difficult than Orlando, but in terms of matchups, styles make fights, man, how that works. But they have to figure a way to stop the bleeding. They got to put together some wins, man, and very fast if they want to remain within the top 6 teams in the NBA and stay out of that damn plan. So, we shall see, man. I think the next game is when is it, on Wednesday? I think, hold on, let me check make sure. The next game, yes, it is. It's Wednesday, April the 13th, 7 p.m. We'll be back to kind of recap that thing. And a lot of people, I've asked the family members in the chat, do we beat the Magic? A lot of people said, nope, we're not going to beat the Magic. The Magic, da-da-da. But listen, 2 losses to Boston and Phoenix after a 7-point win over Milwaukee. We got to win, man. We got to beat Orlando. We got to keep it going. We got to return the favor in the next matchup against Phoenix. And we, hopefully we play like we're supposed to, man. We can really put some wins together over the next several games, man. So we'll see how it all falls and shakes. But man, at the end of the day, man, the Pelicans put themselves in a very tough situation by they play tonight and over the last couple of games, man. So we down in the cusp of it. 7 games remaining for the regular season. The Pelicans, 1 game. They sitting on the 6th spot right now. Sitting on the 6th spot. Sitting on it, a game ahead of Phoenix, chasing them. So it'll be interesting, man. We'll be here. All right. So anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get ready to get out on that. Listen, I appreciate all you guys for being in the stream. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you guys got it out your system tonight. Very disgusting loss. Hopefully we could turn it around, man. We just have to see what they got dialed up, man. This is getting serious, bro. 7 games remaining, man. This is 7 games. It'll tell us everything we need to know about the Pelicans, man. Everything, how they respond after this. So with that being said, we're going to get out on that. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. PPR Final representing the flocking nation, man. We're going to holler at y'all on the next one. Much love. Go Pels.
Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, and see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning time to come up and bring out the outlook. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow.